Warning: events mentioned in the Tales from the Hendo are real stories for real individuals and not for the real fake. If you feel like you can't handle these levels of realness, please exit on your left. Please watch at your discretion. Thank you. Welcome back to Hendocracy, and today I bring you
Tales from the Hendo.
entertain you by telling you interesting stories about my life.
Yo, so check it. The game that you're watching right now, that's Destiny multiplayer. But I was kind of doing my thing on it. But really, we're not here for that. We're here for this. And this is me. You dig? But let me go ahead and get to the story. So, as most of y'all probably don't know, I'm a security officer. My job basically requires me to sit on my butt and wave and smile to the residents. Easiest job ever, right? And the brother gets pizzade for that. So, at the job, it was this one particular night. It was at the job. I have my partner. My partner's name was Princess. She's this black older woman. And, she always cracking jokes and, saying stupid stuff. So, anyway, that particular night, it was like around 11 to 12. And this blue Mercedes Benz comes through, right? Real slow, creepy like. I'm like, dang, man, like talking to Princess right now. I'm like, dang, man, like, we about to get shot up. Like, what the hell we gonna do? So I was already planning my escape by running into the bathroom and leaving her ass to die. But nah, I had to be a real man, couldn't let that fly, right? So I stayed and and kept an eye on it. So as the car came up to the guardhouse, and the guardhouse, by the way, is what us security officers stay in when we're sitting on our ass not doing nothing. I saw her pull up, and as it pulls up, it's this woman. I never seen this woman before. In the neighborhood that I guard, I mostly know everybody who lives in that neighborhood. So this was unfamiliar. So I was like, oh, hey, how you doing today? My name is Officer Henderson. What can I do for you? And she was like, oh, I'm a new resident. I just moved in. I don't have my tag yet. And I was like, okay, well, that's fine. You have a good night. It's late. Like, no woman's gonna cause no havoc, And she was pretty cute. She was an older, cute woman. So I was like, no, that's cool. Go ahead, go through. So as I'm watching her car go by through the security camera, it makes a complete U-turn and comes back to the opposite side of the guardhouse because there's two doors. And she comes back and honks her horn. My partner goes out there and like, I got it. Let me go see what she wants. So my partner comes back maybe like 5 or 7 minutes. She's like, look, I can't do it, Terrence, but she wants something from you. I was like, she wants something from me? She was like, yeah. So I go out there and she tells me, look, I know your partner already explained to me that you can't do this or you're not allowed, but I really need somebody to help me move my stuff. I just moved in. I have nobody. I don't know anybody. I need help. And in my mind, I was like, you rich, but you don't know nobody or you can't get nobody real quick. Like, it must be them boyish charms working on her. The little cute smile and the security officer outfit must look real manly. So I was like, you know what? I can't do it, man, because, it's against rules and regulations. She was like, I'll pay you. As soon as she said, I'll pay you, she changed up my whole mind. I was like, yeah, just let me know what your address is and I'll be right there. So, of course, she gives me her address and, I put it down in our little books and stuff like that. And I take the patrol car, and yeah, we got the patrol car is basically to survey the neighborhood, of course. So I take the patrol car, right? And I'm thinking like, oh, she thinks she cute. So, a brother had to cruise in the patrol car because I was feeling myself for a good 5 minutes, So as I get to her house, I had to park 3 houses down from where she actually lives because, I don't want to look suspicious or anything. And I get out and I walk in, I wait for her to get out of her car. And she pops the trunk. Now she pops the trunk, it's like these 2 big briefcases. And she's like, oh, these are so heavy and I just can't carry them. So, I had to flex one time for the one time and, pick them up like it was nothing, even though they were low-key heavy as shit. Like, my arms wanted to break, but I couldn't let her know that. I couldn't. Like, I had a role to play that day. So I carried them all the way upstairs. It was a struggle for a little bit, but I got the hang of it. And she was like, oh, you so strong. Do you work out? And I was like, I dibble dabble, knowing damn well I was lying, clearly. And I put the suitcases on the staircase. And we finally made it to the upstairs where her bedrooms and all the major rooms are. So the main point of us, helping her move was to move her mattress to the bedroom so she can go to sleep that night because she didn't have no place to sleep. And she was like, oh wait, before you get moving, let me change it to something comfortable. And I was like, oh no, don't tell me my boyish charms, then I already got her wet and she wanna seduce me on the first night that she met me? Ooh wee, right? But that's not necessarily the reason why, but it was in my mind, like, you know, I was just feeling myself, like I said, so it was in my mind, you know, that she wanted to do that. But in actuality, it was probably because she wanted to, you know, have better clothes to move stuff in. So yeah. So we ended up moving a couple things, and the last thing that we really moved was the mattress. So we moved the mattress into her bedroom. And she was like, oh my God, thank you so much, after we get done everything. You know, I'm still waiting to be paid at this moment in any type of form. but I'm still waiting to get paid at this moment. And she comes out and she's like, oh my God, I don't have any cash on me. And she's like, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go, you know, go check in his room to go see if I got anything. So I'm thinking, wait a minute, were those suitcases full of money? And I had to pause on that. I was like, I might just end up raping the girl instead of trying to help her out. But you know, I had to come to my senses because, you know, a black man in jail, that don't work too well. But anyway, after she came back, she wrote me a check, and she originally told me it was gonna be for $50, but instead she wrote me a check for $100. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. I was so grateful. And she started chatting me up, and I was like, hold up, let me find out she feeling me. Hold up. So she started chatting me. She's like, what's your name? I was like, yeah, my name is Terrence Henderson. You know, I'm here for you anytime you need me. Just give me a ring on the call. She's like, well, what's your personal number? Because I might want to call you to help me out on your off days. So, you know, because I still got a lot of other stuff to move. And I was like, oh, you want to call me on your off days to be at your house? And I was like, this is really what made me think, like, okay, clearly she's trying to lay something down on her brother. Because one, now you're trying to call me on your off days when you have money to go get a, you know, moving company, your friend, anybody, but you want me. So I was like, you know what? The boyish charms works again. So I ended up giving her my number, and she asked me what I do, and I told her I do this little security thing for right now, you know, to pay for my bills and stuff like that, while I'm going to school. And if y'all don't know, I'm going to school to become a dentist. So yeah. And she's like, oh, that's really interesting, da 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 da. And she's chatting me up, and I was like, wow, okay, cool. So after she's done chatting me up, I'm gonna go ahead. I took the check. She was like, if it doesn't go through, just let me know, because, you know, I have to switch bank accounts. I was like, dang, hold up. She got multiple bank accounts, or she just got to switch the bank accounts. But it really don't matter. But anyway, it just astonishes me how much money, like, some people have, man. But as I left, I go back to the patrol car, and I was like, you know, now my head is like super, super extra big. And shoot, man, you know, I went back, I started cruising back to the guardhouse in the patrol car. You know, I had the seat let back. Had the security shades on, because I'm just feeling myself. And I go back, and Prince was like, what happened? So I break the story down to Prince, and she was like, ooh, look like you got yourself a sugar mama. I was like, nah, cuz I'm about to get her pregnant. She gonna have all my babies. I'm about to get a gold mine out this girl, yeah. And Princess was like, oh, you a trip, da 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 da. She's like, you better not let the supervisor, nobody find out, because you can get fired. I was like, man, she ain't gonna tell nobody. You must not know about the boy. The boy's charms always work. But yeah, man, I was like, wow, like, that's crazy to me. That's so crazy. And I was astonished, you know. It was weird, man. Like, I did not know what to say. But to that day, I still never got a call back from her or nothing like that. So clearly it wasn't what I thought it was. But imagine if it was. I would be a legend. A legend. But that's all. That's all for the day. Until next time, y'all. Y'all take care. Peace.